Hey everybody, Rice Patty Daddy here. I got the opportunity and honor of squatting with Noob, a mixed Noob squad. There's one person from home and one person from CHN, but ՅΤՏ擾 and Death were playing for the Noob, and I love playing with them. Great players, and it just so happens that we ended up coming up against Vice. And the thing about Noob and Vice is they are really, really good at being patient. I am not a patient player. I try my best, but sometimes I just get a little antsy and make a lot of mistakes. So there's a couple good mistakes I make in here that would be awesome to highlight. And I think it's better to highlight mistakes because you learn from them more than you do from doing really cool, awesome in a game. So noticing that my team, I know that ÄRTMI and Yuki and Death, they usually do a good job starting off with Spectres. So noticing that they started off with Spectres, I decided just to go ahead and choose a nice good support bot with the YΤΤ擾 Spectre. Um, I'm out here kind of in the open, only notice just because I'm noticing a Scourge was over there, and I think a Hetchy and a couple Spectres are on the left side. Um, I can chip away at their energy and by providing some support while the players are brawling up front. So you'll notice I'm not too afraid about his Scourge, but he is coming in at 300, so I do kind of get a little glitzy and give him some of my booty. Uh, but chipping away at him and then allowing my other teammates from the back to finish him off kind of worked out pretty well. Right here, I make a pretty good mistake, and this is where I get a little too confident, pop out and get zapped. So I'm not sure if I ended up getting a ricochet that killed my teammate, but just watch out from peeping out a little too far, or just click on your targeting and lock on and see how far players are from you. And I think you can even peek through that obstacle that was right in front of me and see if I might have noticed that shock train Spectre. Anyhow, so I'm coming in close only because the beacon is turning and we got a white beacon. So what I try to do is just advance up a little bit and wait for that next jump so I can get into stealth and hopefully either turn it or just get some presence on it, just so we can add a little progress to our side as far as beacon control. So again, big things, especially about this video, is we have two squads, Vice and Noob, who are really good at being patient, and especially with Dom, especially in carrier, it can become a patience game with two patient clans, but usually patient clan versus a brawler clan. The patient clan might just kind of end up meching you out at the end and win, and that's how sometimes us as CDX of the clan we like to get up close and personal and up in your face. So sometimes we can get meched out, and that does happen with Vice and with Vice and Noob and IMP. So knowing that it's really kind of a tie game at around this point, and we really need to get beacon control. I could have went either way with the Orkin or the Scourge Bulge. I went with the Orkin just because I felt if I'm going to be up there, somebody else is going to be up at that beacon with me. One of the enemies up in my face, so I felt I just wanted to be able to get some really good splash damage. However, I'm just getting rocked, and this might have been a bad decision to get this close because it allows teammates just to peek out of the corner or jump at you. And the teammates, I should have used better situational awareness. They were more kind of a little bit farther behind. So I should have probably waited a bit longer, turned around, kind of saw where they were at, and then chose to whether go up into the beacon that soon. The Fury Dragoon can be a good support bot, especially in Dom. I don't usually use it in BR, especially in carrier, just because there's too much action and it's a bit more fast-paced. But using the Dragoon here, especially in Dom, everybody's kind of sitting back, chipping away at each other. And with so many shock trains, I felt like it was a good idea to see if I can grab some of these, grab me some Spectre booty. So that's what I do. I start chipping away, and Vice is really good at just not popping out and giving you free shots. So anticipating them, and just as I did with those shots, is not as easy as it is with a random squad. So you have to be patient like them, which I'm always trying to practice at. And another thing is staying out of their range. So I should probably try to back up at past 500 here, knowing that that is a shock train, and I have, right there the CHN teammate with me. I don't want to get a ricochet and mess him up as well. And that's how you can really kill your team, is when they have 2 or 3 shock trains. You're just zapping away at your booty and everybody else's, and you're just dying by not even getting shot. It's just by ricochet shots. So that's around above 450 range. Don't worry about the Scourge so much if you're in a max fury. I would say just go ahead and chip away at a bold shield if you get the chance, and do what you can. So right here, this is a little kind of, I don't know if everybody knows this, but if your opponent is in stealth and you are you have one of their enemy teammates at the same level, at the same height, you can use them and lock on, and then just kind of use your crosshairs to target at the person in stealth. Maybe probably not the best tactic. I should be probably telling everybody, just because now I won't be able to use it as much, and everybody will be using it on me. But hey, you know what? That's what these videos are for, is to give back, and hopefully you can use the same tactics as well. So I'm going with the Scourge. I'm leaving my Strider as the last bot, which is kind of a hard decision. I'm going with the Bulge Scourge only because they still have quite a number of enemies left. So if I went with the Strider, it would have been more difficult to evade all of them, and I felt I could do kind of more good for the team, more damage to the enemy with the Bulge Scourge than I could with the Strider. And as well, I'd be able to use my shield to hopefully either do damage or grab the center beacon with the Bulge Scourge. So that's what I do, and not too much as far as commentary goes. But I will try to get in close and just kind of zap away here and there. And really, something nice about the Scourge is you can just kind of make your enemies think twice about peeping out. It keeps them at bay, keeps them behind their cover, and doesn't give them a really good way to kind of corner shoot or just come out in the open and freely shoot your enemies. So that sucked. I hate getting shot by shock trains, whether it's with my shield or not. So here I'm just getting worked. I just want to, if I can, turn it white. Which I didn't get the chance to, turn it blue. So, but I did get to turn it white, which makes them have to throw some bots into the center and expose themselves. So we're going with the Strider, and what I'll try to do is, since we have center beacon, is just be annoying, and that's what I'll do with it. If I can, hopefully kill some people. It's going to be hard with being up so close, but you do what you can do with the Strider. This is a pretty much easy beacon to turn, only because they're pretty much meching out at this point. This guy's left with a Kumi, which really isn't going to do much. It's just going to be annoying. So after I take him out, if I can turn the beacon, we definitely have a for sure win, but they're pretty much already down to 2, mech'd out, and you can kind of guarantee the win right here. So some of the big things from the beginning was just, yeah, checking the distance on your opponents before you go ahead and peek out, which is the mistake I made, and just got super zapped by that shock train. And then knowing the players you squad with. And that's about it. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks a lot.